Hey guys, in this student spotlight lesson, I'm going to help Pedro play that fast alternate picking sequence that John Frusciante plays throughout most of Snow Hey Yo. So please subscribe to the channel first and hit the little notification bell so you'll receive all these notifications when I'm releasing new videos. And please submit your own student spotlight question that I can answer here. And let's take a look at Pedro's video real quick.
Hi Carl, hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the lessons. But anyways, here's what I have struggled with. So on the song Snow by Red Hot Chili Peppers, the beginning riff, the picking pattern is just way too fast and I can't do it here. See, I always got trapped in between the strings and I can't finish the riff and I can't constantly do it all the time. So I wish you could help me with my speed and control in my left and right hand. And that's what I have struggles with, and thank you so much for all the support.
Okay, so this is probably a pretty easy fix, I think, here. I don't see a ton of things going on with your left hand, with the actual part. The main thing is obviously, like you said, you think is the difficulty is the picking, which it is. Now, not every player would alternate pick this. I know John Frusciante does. Sometimes it's easier to kind of always pick in the direction of the next string you're playing. So I'll just give you that option sometimes too, but I'm going to show you how to really alternate pick it though. But you can play the pattern like that, which is down, down, up, up. That's probably the more economical way of playing it. But it doesn't have the same rhythmic feel, which is probably why Frusciante decided he wanted that aggressive attack. So it forced him to alternate pick the whole thing, which is actually more difficult to alternate pick it. All right, so let's talk about how to get this alternate picking down. Now, what I'm noticing here with your picking hand is when you're changing strings, like let's say you set up on the A string, and when you watch my wrist here, as you pick, it's your wrist. This isn't your arm's not moving. You're going down and you're altering you're angling your pick to go across. Like I'll exaggerate it. So if you're on the low E string, and then you go to the high E, you see how your hand is like this as opposed to here. So that means every time you pick a string, the string angle, the pick angle has changed. So all the strings feel different. They're being hit differently, and it also puts tension in your hand when you have to come and pick that, get it all the way over to that G string without moving. Now the better way to do it is this: find a balanced pick. Just first of all, find the balanced timing of the notes. Oh, it's on one string. So what I mean by balance, don't be heavy down on this side with the palm or this side. Find it where you can just nicely brush the top of a string, just one string. Now what we're going to try to do is recreate that feel. Make sure it feels exactly like that on every string. Now how you do that, and you don't have to do this with your picking, like angle your hand this way for this certain string or this string for this certain string. You let your elbow take you across the strings. I just did a video with sweep picking. It's almost like that. But the way you want to really, the best alternate pickers, they don't really alter their pick position, their pick angle. Every string is the same. The pick looks the same on the strings. It's the elbow that is taking them to the next string. So you can start working that up by first practice alternate picking on one string. So get the proper picking down to where it feels easy on one string. All right? Then what we're going to do is we're going to play 4 notes on each string. So you're going to play this arpeggio shape, but you're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it gives you more time on each string. But I want the movement to come from the elbow. So it's a very, very small elbow movement, but you want this string to feel the exact same as the A string to feel the same as the D, the same as the G. So I'm going to hit each one 4 times. And then you take it down to just 3 times each. So you notice I'm just doing this with my elbow. A good thing to maybe help you feel a little bit more is skip the middle string. So you really have to feel the elbow movement to go from that 5th string to the G string. And then you just throw that D string in the middle. So it feels a bit awkward. You don't feel like you have as much control because it's a larger muscle group, but if it allows you to stay very consistent with the picking. So that's twice on each. And after you can do twice on each, then you work it to once on each string, which is the more difficult because you got to move quicker. So I would say start with just across 2 strings. And then add the top note. But it should just feel like a slight movement in the elbow, but everything, it still feels like this. So you can practice just playing on 1 string, and then you go across. And try to make sure everything feels the exact same. And just try to stay nice and relaxed with it. And you'll notice that your picking is going to become much more consistent. And this is a good exercise just to do that because it's just really string crossing like crazy. But if you get a nice relaxed, if you can pick it in just 1 string, and then let the elbow take you across the strings, and you just practice stuff up. You see how the pick did not change. It wasn't doing this here and this here. It was all this. A nice, pretty straight wrist that is taken across the strings by the elbow, and it's a very small movement for the elbow because it's just like this far. But as soon as you get that down, it's a lot easier to cross strings, and then you can practice the whole thing without the slurs. And then you can add the slurs, which it doesn't look like you have much issue with this. It's like the slurs are the easy part because you get to relax the picking hand a little bit. So they're actually just speed bursts. And then a little rest there. All right, so I want you to practice that a little bit, crossing with slight elbow movements so you can keep the consistent. Now remember, the picking itself is a slight rotation of the forearm is what that is. So I'm just kind of slightly rotating the forearm, and then when I put my elbow in there, it can take it anywhere I want. All right, so let me see, please let me know how this goes, if this helps you out or anybody else out there, and please, you guys, submit your own Student Spotlight videos if you need help with anything. All right, I'll see you guys again soon.